Movement, September the 19th, 2016. I'm bringing you a lot of breaking news today, a lot of upsets, and what's going on with the world and current situation. First off, my prayers out to the people in New York, New Jersey, and Minnesota after the terror wave. I'm going to be doing some deep research on that. Going to bring you guys a video later on this week. But we all know what's going on. There was an exposed terrorist attack in New York. They found bombs in New Jersey. And a man went on a stabbing spree in Minnesota. So I'm going to do some deep research, bring back. But right now I got breaking news with the stock market. The dollar falls today as gold, silver, and platinum rises. Okay? If you're investing in gold, platinum, silver, and metals, you're doing good because that's what backs the dollar. But the dollar did fall today as the economy and the world economy is waiting for the Fed speech and hiring their interest rates on Wednesday. Like, I've been putting out a lot of videos. I put warnings and watches for our economy to fall on October 1st, 2016. China becomes one of the world's global reserve currency, and there's a lot of tension between us, Russia, China, North Korea. That's in a whole other video. But right now the dollar falls before the Federal Reserve meeting on Wednesday. Oil is going up, all right, in the stock market. Even though it's good for us consumer, oil goes down and gas goes down because it's cheaper. But it's going up. So if you're investing in oil and gas, I guess if you're going to invest right now. I'm about to get into that too. Also, the stock markets in Australia got halted for an hour today because of a glitch. Then they shut down for the whole day. So trading in Australia has been suspended for all today on September 19th, and it's going to reopen tomorrow. We're going to see how the stock's going to do it. We know about the Dutch banks. Last week, they lost 10% of their revenue in their company, and that's pretty big, folks. So a major bank, as one of the major banks in the world, is down by 10%. You guys can read the article at the bank. But the Dutch bank also warned us months ago that our economy, the global economy, is about to take a hit. Okay, so I want people out there to realize that the global economy is about to take a hit. Now, let's get into the breaking news. Let's get into the media blackout, what they don't want you to know. First off, in Norway, all right, gas is rising and oil is rising in Norway. All right, that's what the central bank in Norway is saying. And it's at Bloomberg.com, so the link's going to be at the bottom. Norway Central Bank is predicted to leave its key policy rate unchanged at a record low as the economy of Western Europe, biggest oil producer, fight off the biggest slump in crude prices in generation. Because the gas and oil of the world is going down, they're not making no money. And that's bad for big corporations, but it's good for us little people. But there is a media blackout. Alright? In the next few days, we're going to see, if you live in the East Coast, in the Southeast, or in the South, you guys are about to see a big pickup in oil. That's why I said if you invest in oil or gas, invest right now, because if it affects the East Coast, the Southeast, and the South, it's going to affect all of America. 40% of our oil on the East Coast and in the Southeast comes from this company that has an oil leak in Alabama. So I want you people to keep an eye out on this, folks, because there's a media blackout, okay? I'm not sure if there's really an oil leak or if they know that something's coming and the way that we use energy, because it's kind of weird that also they're having a shortage too in Norway, and that's in a whole different country, and their bank's going down, but all of a sudden our dollar's going down. The Feds meet on Wednesday, and all of a sudden they got a media blackout. When I say they have a media blackout, people don't know what's really going on with this pipeline that goes from Houston all the way up north, okay? And 1.5 million gallons of gas goes through there a day. Now, when you go to event, to RSLE, what I use for earthquake predictions and all that, you're going to see this. Event summary. Environment pollution in USA on September 15, 2016 at 3:20 a.m. Category, pollution and other environmental. Certain, determined to have occurred to be ongoing. Scope. This is the blackout. 4. General dissemination to unrestricted audience. So this is private unless you got unrestricted audience, alright? An event type is environment pollution. The damage is pretty high, 3 out of 5. Where is it located? North America, country, of course, United States of America, state of Alabama, near to Helen, Shelby County. Even give you the coordination, they don't tell you nothing more than that. Okay, no one's hurt, nothing like that. So when you go here, the www dot and the link's going to be at the bottom. There is a big leakage in this pipeline. Alabama pipeline leak. What we know so far about the spill, gas shortage, and more. Alright. So I'm going to read this article to you guys. And I got warnings out there too. We're going to see gas shortage on the East Coast. In the Southeast and in the South. Alright. People are going to go out there, buy crazy. Gas is about to go back up. So this is what it says. On the morning of September 9th, an inspector with the Alabama Surface Mining Commission was performing a routine monthly check of an old coal mine in Shelby County when he noticed a strong odor of gasoline, as well as sheen on the surface of one of the recreational ponds. So there was gas sheen on top of the pond. The gasoline he was smelling came from a Colonial Pipeline 1. An underground pipeline 3 feet in diameter that normally pushes 1.3 million barrels of gasoline per day from refineries in Houston to distribution centers across the southeast and along the eastern seaboard. The 36-inch line, built in 1963, has been estimated to supply the east coast of the United States with up to 40% of its gasoline supply. Colonial Pipeline initial shutdown of Line 1 within 20 minutes of receiving the report about a potential leak. So they don't know how much it leaked out, but there was a lot. Alright, folks, there was a lot. The section of the pipeline remains closed 8 days later. Official estimate climbed to 336 gallons of lost gasoline. More than 700 people were working around the clock to dig up the pipe, plug the leak, and clean up the old mine properly south of Birmingham and restore supply. So right now, with the flow of gasoline interrupt, the governor of 6 states have declared a state of emergency to allow truck drivers to work longer shifts to head off shortage at the pump. So right now, if you live on the East Coast and the South, you ain't feeling the shortage, alright? It says that it pushes 1.3 million barrels of gasoline a day. So we're about to see a major shortage for maybe a week or two, if this is true on this news. Okay, folks? And when you go to, you can see the page, you can see how much gasoline is leaked all over these ponds. You can see it right to the right. And it's just crazy, folks. And when you go to RSOED, it's for unrestricted audience. Okay, so there's a major gas leak. Prices are about to go back up. Because if I believe if it affects the East Coast, the South, and it's from Houston, right in the middle of America, it's going to affect their country. So we're going to see prices jump back up. And even in the stock market, we're seeing oil making a comeback or dollar fall. I just want people to be out there, be prepared. I'm going to do some more deep research in this. But this is some breaking news, folks. This is the No Face Movement, moving movement till next time. Facing off, I got more breaking news coming up.